Hello and welcome to another update of the Nikomedias Scene Rig Pro. Now we are on the version 3.0 and the reason is this jump from 2.5 to 3.0 is this: we have now a bigger update because of this softbox here. I added a softbox to our rig, and this softbox is a rig for itself, so you will see it's very nice. I wanted a softbox, and I wanted a softbox what does what I want. So I thought, let's try to make one by my own, and yeah, and I think it works quite nice. And so I implemented it in the scene rig here, and the important thing is it still costs, the whole rig still costs only €10. So yes, that's it. And I did some minor changes on the scene rig itself too. And I want to show you what I did. So let's double click our scene rig here. Just double click it and it's here. And the first thing is, maybe you see it or maybe you don't see it, the collision tab is gone. I removed it because don't worry, I'll show you a way then how you can make your collision with really a few clicks, so it's no problem. But I deleted it for the reason, for this collision tag I had to give a rigid body tag in my rig, and with a rigid body tag the team render does not work. And that's a big problem for me and for a lot of other guys, other people too. They wrote me, hey, with the team render, the rigid body tag the team render does not work if a rigid body tag is in the thing. So if you have a rigid body thing, you have to bake it if you want to team render it. So you have to first bake it and delete the tags, even if the tag is deactivated, like it is now like it was in the scene rig. But if there is a rigid body tag in the scene, the team render does not work. So I had to delete it, but I show you with a few clicks how you can do it by your own. So just if you need a collision on this floor here, just make a disc or a plane or whatever, and it lays exactly on the floor here. Make it a size where you want to happen the collision. And just double click on these stoplights here. Hold your Alt key, double click on the stoplights, and it's gone here. But it's still active, so you see it on the chook here. And if you now give this disk an simulation tag, so this is the collider body, and let's make a cube and give this cube a rigid body tag. Whoops. And you see now it works. You don't see your disk here, so it renders with this floor, with the floor from the rig, but you have still your collision here. So that's really no problem. Okay, this is the first thing. Let's delete these things. Second thing is here the scene by refraction off, and I will show you what this means. Let's make a transparent object. So let's say torus, and this is plus set here. Make it a little thicker. Give it more segments. Something like this. Okay. Make a transparent material. So double click in the material manager here. Double click on your material. We don't need a color, we need transparency, and let's say we want glass. The glass is 1.517, not 1.517. Yes. Exit refraction I don't need, and I don't need specular. That's my glass. Don't need more. That's it. And drag it on my torus here. Okay. And now if we render this scene, we get a quite boring picture. Okay, because we have nothing to reflect in and nothing to light. So we need, in our scene rig, we need a picture here in the file slot. So go to our studios. With this rig, if you buy the rig, you get a link to about 20 of these pictures here of these HDRI studios. But I did not put everything in this lib4d file, because the lib4d file would be too big then. So you have a lib4d file with about, let's say, 500 megabyte, and maybe you don't need this studio pictures here. You say, okay, I have my own pictures, I don't need this, so you don't have to download it. No? Okay, I want this one here. Put it in here, and you will see here now the reflection here. And this is strange. We don't see in the background what's happened when where comes this reflection from. But let's make this a little nicer. Let's make an twist GI. Yes, this render settings comes with the scene rig. So if you double click the scene rig, you have automatically here these render settings. Make it with GI. So. And let's make the tube, so this torus let's give it a little thickness. So select our torus, go to simulate cloth surface, and alt click it. So the torus becomes child of this cloth surface. And I don't need subdivision, so just a thickness of -1 or -2 should be okay. Yeah, it looks better, so we see our tube here. Okay, but still now, where comes this from? And this of course comes from our picture here. Yeah, by the way, you have it said? Yeah, you don't have to put an HDRI in here, so I think I said it already. You can put in whatever you want, so HDR and EXR works best. So the reason is this picture here. If we seen by camera, now we see the background picture, and this is the picture we have background, and this was what reflects in here. But now it's okay if you render an let's say outer space picture with star fields or something else without a floor. Let's deactivate our floor. And then it looks okay, and it looks nice, because you have the whole environment and everything in this torus. But with the floor and with seen by camera off, it looks a little strange. And for this I have seen by reflection off. So just turn it off, and now we have this what we want. And so it should be. Yes, the next, that's the refraction thing. The next thing is, let's delete this for a moment. So the next thing is, yeah, the reflection brightness. People wrote me, if they go with the reflection brightness down to -100, they have still reflections in their objects. Very slight reflections, but there are still reflections. And there shouldn't be reflections if I go to -100. Of course, you could delete this picture here, and okay, then you don't have reflections, of course. But if you need it then again, so you have to go back and drag it again into. So just now, if you go to -100, you won't have any reflections. There are absolutely no reflections anymore. That's the next change. And yeah, so now let's go to the softbox. I'm really happy about this softbox. It's nice. It is exactly this what I wanted. So for this I need an object to show it. Let's take from GSG free models. The link is in the descriptions to the free models. It's my beloved pick here. Just drag it in the scene. Yeah, from Rob Bradman, thanks a lot. And yeah, the pick, and rotate it a little bit, so something like that. Okay. Now render it. We have here a studio. But maybe I think I want another studio, but let's render it. Yeah, maybe I want more reflections. This is with the an old texture. It is just converted to the new reflecting channel. But what can we do here? We can delete the specular. Go to reflections. Yeah, normally I would make this other. I would delete this whole thing here and make the Fresnel over the Fresnel tab here. But it's okay for this thing. More specularity. Yeah, something like this. It's like overdone, but it's okay. But I want another studio for this thing, so let's go. Yeah, the sIBL, the sIBL loader is a free plugin for Cinema 4D too, with a lot of HDRIs and a lot of background images to light and then something else. Yeah, the link of course is in the description. And here is one of his HDRIs. I take this one and first I select this and I drag it in here. Okay, let's preview this thing, and I want this bright, this shiny thing here on the front. That's it. Let's see. Yeah, let's see something like that. And now I want here to have reflections too, and here I want to use my softbox. Let's make a camera first, so we don't have to go back and forth. So, okay, delete the render region now, and now we don't need the preview anymore. Now go to the content browser, to the scene rig, and just drag the softbox in your rig here. And you see we have a softbox. Okay, that's not a box, that's just a plane what works with a light, but I don't want to model, of course I can model a box, but everything I model it has to render too, so why should it needs render time, why should I do it? Okay, now that's it. Yeah, the first thing is we can give this softbox a target object. So let's drag our biggie in here, and we have this one. Of course, if we move our big now, the light follows. So the next is softbox. The distance, of course, does what it says. Rotation Y and X. Rotation Y is here. Rotation X. Okay, I want to drag it down a little bit here. I want to see. Yeah, that could work. Yes. Okay, the other things I explain in a minute. Let's go back to our camera and let's see what we get. Here we have our softbox. Maybe I want it a little back here, so go to the rotation X. Maybe a little more. Okay. Maybe and a little bigger. So I separated light and softbox because if sometimes you want a smaller light as the softbox is, because with a smaller light you get sharper shadows, and you see we can choose shadows for the light, and if as smaller the light is, as sharper shadows you get. But here now it's everything, let's say, let's give it to 600. Okay, nice. Now it intersects with the floor here, so let's go to the Y tab and put it a little higher. Yep. Yeah, okay. And now the fun part comes. This is what I love most on this whole thing. Here full is the full version, the full a rectangle. Next thing is rounded corners. Now we have rounded corners on our thing here. And you can, if you choose one here and you stay like this, you can go with the arrow keys on your keyboard up and down with the shapes. So go down with the key, with the arrow key. One, we have a hexagon. Next thing is we have a window. Next thing is we have circles. Next thing we have horizontal stripes. And of course vertical stripes. And next is a ring light. I love it. And the last one is an umbrella. The umbrella is brighter because this is a real HDRI image. HDR image. And of course this is brighter, so you just can go to the reflection here and go back with the brightness, and you see the umbrella here. It looks great. And now I show you this thing. Let's go back to the full version here. Let's go so. Let's the brightness back to 100 here. Okay, and now you see it from the front how it works. It's just with an alpha channel, images with alpha channel, so it looks then like this. You have everything you need. And here's the umbrella. And of course, you can change colors and everything you want. And the best thing is everything nice here. Here now you can, if you want a gradient around this thing here, just of course we have a gradient mix here. Here is the gradient. You can choose colors if you want, but you don't need. We have color here too. But if you need a gradient, let's say more contrasty or something, or less contrasty, you can change it here with if you put a lighter color here and something else. But with the gradient mix, you can mix in a gradient on this, of course. And if you want the gradient darker, just go with the gradient brightness down. So, and we have this gradient mix, of course. And now we have some wrinkles. This is for some imperfection in this thing. So if we mix it to it, you see we get imperfection, like a Chevy softbox. And of course you can mix this with this. Everything is no problem. And you can now take, let's say, a window, and you have this. And now let's go back with the camera. And you see here these imperfections in the thing. Let's make it without gradient for the moment, and let's make it full here and full wrinkles, and now you see it perfect. Okay, and of course let's go to the umbrella now, and now you see the wrinkles in the umbrella too. Let's say I want another color now. Some yellowish here. Works perfect. It's great. It's simply great. Okay, and of course you can take so many softboxes as you like. So let's just go to the content browser, put another softbox in it, and here you have another softbox. And now let's say the rotation here. I want here a softbox. Problem, we see nothing. Of course, here down on the bottom, scene editor. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So let's this Scene in Editor, no, I had the interactive render set region on the Scene in Editor, I don't want, but if I render it now, whoop, I have it still here, and for this is scene by camera off, and now you have here the softbox. Let's do this softbox rotation. Yeah, I want here the same target object, the pinky here. Okay. Yeah, I see what I mean here. I have here the softbox. Let's make it. This intersects with the floor now. But it doesn't matter, so we can go with brightness up here. We have now a bright softbox here. Yeah, and you can play and play and play and play and play. And yes, that's it for this. Yeah, the next thing is with light. The light, normally you don't need the light for this, because with the GI, we light the scene with the illumination of the plane here, the plane texture. But and when we light it with the Scene Rig too, so there's light enough in here. So you can go with the light down, but here with the brightness, bye bye. And yeah, with the light is if you don't have GI, you can use the light. But with the light, what have I to explain? The light is light, so you can use the brightness of the light, the fall off of the light and yeah, and what I say, if as smaller the light is, as sharper shadows you get. Here we won't see the shadows really, I think, because it's everything is too bright here. So, but you can experiment on your own with this thing, of course, and that makes fun. Believe me, make without GI now. Here you see it. I love it. It looks really nice. Go to my first softbox and try it. An area shadow. You see now you have the shadows here, and if we put now a small light, you see we have very soft shadows here, and let's make the light, say to 5. You see you get very hard shadows, and sometimes it looks nice, but that's it for this. Yeah. Okay, what I see is, yeah, go back with the brightness here, with the light brightness. And with the fall off. But what I see here is, let's take the soft shadows. The shadow is too prominent, so okay. This video I show now, and when I give this rig for download free, there will be another slider for the opacity of the shadow. I will add this before I uploaded it. So I make a shadow opacity and a shadow color. So we have to, this is what I have to write it on my to-do list. So forget it. So one moment, please. So shadow, color, and opacity. Okay. Good. And that's it for this video. And yeah, I hope you like it like I like it. I hope you like it like I like it. Yeah, of course, so you can deactivate everything. Yes, so that's it for this. And yeah, as I said, the softbox is new. Here the seen by reflection off is new, reflection brightness down, check, and yeah, and I have shown you with the collision how you can do it with the collision. So that's it for this video, and I hope maybe I find time and there will come some tutorial or something else tomorrow, or maybe I record one today. We will see. I wish you a nice day. I hope you like this video, and if you have some questions or everything, just ask me on my Facebook site or here in the comments or wherever you can find me. And yeah, that's it. So bye bye, tschüss und baba.